with, and I must say this, with the support of very few liberals, but they did support, to ask for accountability from the band chiefs as to how much they are earning, to make it public.
But you don't think it's a little bit obscene that a band chief makes $400,000 a year, some make $1 million a year, and they don't provide services?
We have just passed that bill now, asking all the salaries that the band chiefs got to be made public, so people know, as to how much money they have. Yes, it is. You see, one can go into a very long debate on this. One can go on to the treaty issue, the issue of Indians trying to maintain their old lifestyle, and the world is all changing around you. The issue of those who go off the reserves, who live out of the reserves, who lose all their rights, and all these things. These are things that need to be addressed, but it has to be addressed by the Indian organization. How much money can you throw? You can keep throwing money, you can keep throwing money, you can keep throwing money. If the money is not effectively used, money is not the answer. Money is not the issue. Everybody says, give me more money, I'll give you more money. So it's not effectively used. So that is the issue. But it is right. That is why we do have my colleague John Duncan, who is the Minister of Indian Affairs, whose wife happens to be a regional. Works very hard to address these issues, which keep popping up. All right? Next. How about women's issue? No? You covered it. Yeah. What other issues do you want to talk?
No, we have to talk about the health, I think.
Hey, go ahead, I'm here. Let's talk about
the
that.
regime of Liberal, what he do for us, the public, for the health, and what your regime will do for us and the public.
I'm asking you to tell me.
Yeah, no, you
That's
have
why
to
we are
help us,
having a meeting here.
You have to help us to know what's going on with our health since 10 years ago until now. Same things. All the regime, same things. He doesn't do anything.
Ask John Shea when he comes next time.
No, we need to ask the Prime Minister. Because we
Prime
ask
Minister will say what I'm telling you.
we ask everybody.
We did the same. The money is transferred to the provinces. The provinces get the money. And the provinces are the ones that deliver the services. The problem is the provinces will say, oh, you're giving me less money.
Where is the money?
Where is the money? Yes.
With your permission, I am the newly born member of the Conservative Party. I led it in this country for about 6 months before. Sir, my question, my accent still is Indian. If somebody doesn't understand, I can repeat it. My question is, I am not talking about India, I am talking about this country now, since I am a member of this country. People are coming with intelligentsia from other countries from one systems. And intelligent persons are coming to this country. But when we come here, we don't get any information that what we should do. At me, I am giving you the example. I need to start something which this country should earn and I should earn. Me too. I want to start some export business to give the benefit to this country by that thing. And me too. But we people are not getting that guidance from your department. Thank you very much.
Well, I do agree. We need good people coming from all over the world to make home Canada. And let me tell you, they have made this home very successful. The communities that live in here, specifically the South Asian community, have done very well. So don't give them a big hand of applause. Now, there are a lot of programs A lot of programs that assist business people. Not, and I'm going to repeat this so that it is very clear as I get said, okay? These programs are not specifically designed for you. They are designed for all Canadians, right? All. There's a department, there's a Minister for Small Businesses. He has programs in which it will assist you not to get money. Remember that, we are not going to give you a grant. Why should taxpayer people pay you money to start your business? Forget that, that is not the issue. What you would like to see, have, is how would these things assist you. For example, EDC will help you insure in countries of where you want to export. Go onto the EDC site, Export Development Corporation site, you will find Government Canada site, International Trade, you will find a lot of programs that will give you the information you are seeking. Do you know, let me say this, perhaps how many of you know? How many of you know that we got 6 trade offices in India to promote trade between Canada and India? These are trade officials whose responsibility is to promote trade. Okay? Call them up, talk to them, email them. Say, this is my intention. Go to EDC. There are tremendous amount of programs that we support to promote business between countries. Okay? But the program that support are to ensure that you are in charge. Right? So yes, there are programs. No? Yes, sir.
I will talk to you, I don't need a mic, my God gave me a very good, that's why however can talk. You just said, like brothers, I'm telling you that the EDC, we have a, sorry, the Canadian government, we have some trade commissioner in India, but their mentality is like the same place that they have now. We try to reach them myself in Gujarat. We try to connect them, try to ask them the information. 1-2 weeks, we don't have any answer. But yes, well, we are here today because Stephen Harper is doing a great job with India. That's why many of us, we are here. Okay, but now we are going to do a big business with India. So whenever the trade delegation goes to India, I think we will request you to take some business people from all the community, not only from India, from the other communities too. And that way maybe we can do a big business with India. We can export many of the items, many of the things from Canada to gain the profit for Canada also. That way we can always get help. Like me, also myself, I'm also working very hard to do something like that. So we are working through ADC and some other organizations to get some help. But like Trade Commissioner, very honestly telling you, their mentality is like okay, so I'm sorry to say. So we need really help for that.
If you are having difficulty with the trade commissioners not responding to you and this thing, let my office know. We will contact the trade commissioner to find out why is he not responding.
And
Right?
future appointments of the trade commissioner, maybe it's better to take from the people from.
No. There is a system in place which is called public service. Anybody, any one of you would like to join, or one of you, young people, they join through the system. And we got a lot of people from South Asian now who are part of the public service, who will, and as part of the portion, they go and do. There is no such thing as picking up somebody and putting them there.
No.
Those days are gone.
No.
This government believes in merit, does not believe on this point. I'm going to talk about for a minute about you talking about trade delegations and all. The government of Canada does not do anymore. We have signed all the agreements with India, okay, to make a business friendly environment. Okay. So the agreements are in place. You do it. What do you want us to do? We're done. Our job is done. We are not there to do business for you. You do the business. You are the business people. We needed to create an atmosphere of friendliness, of rules that apply together. That we have done. And you know what? Businesses is booming. They're coming. There are more Indian companies investing in India, in Canada, than Canada investing in India. Right? You know, environment is done, things are done, go do your business. You've done our job, you go do your business. It's as open as this thing. Now, when you do have a problem with the Government of Canada services, right? Hopefully, okay, anytime you have problems with the Government of Canada accessing services, this gentleman here will become members of Parliament, and they will, of course, your job to help them, as I do in my case, right? To go that. And because you are conservative, I will not repeat. I will not, and I'm being a little partisan. I'm following my good friend Jason's thing of being a little extra partisan. I will say, if you do have a problem, right, no need to go to a bloc or a Liberal member. Please come to the Conservative members. There's my guy over there. You can phone my office, and by that time, these gentlemen, the next election will be there, so it will be less law. But till that time, if you have problems with the Government of Canada, feel free to call my office until these guys are elected. Right? Now, there are no more questions? I can see there's some goodies over there. All right, I'll take these last two questions, okay?
Okay, let's talk about immigration. There's another point basically. Recently, the family unification basically takes a longer time than it used to be. Normally it was like within 6 months if somebody sponsored a marriage, couple, the wife is sponsoring husband or husband is sponsoring wife, back in Pakistan or South Asia, it used to take like 6 months. Right now the people are waiting here, their medicals are expired after 1 year, and they have to, do this medical again and wait for longer period of time. And there's certain families I know from Pakistan, and I'm sure pretty much within Indian community, it's taken more than 1.5 years right now to get immigration visa. The second thing is the recent changes that the Harper government made in, let's say, especially in the point basis system. They have now allotted a different, first of all, they reduce the category from 38 to 29, and they also, how they actually trying to do that, let's say they are making a cap on each category. Let's say if the computer programmer is coming here, so there is 5% allocated out of 265,000 people. So let's say somebody from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh apply as a computer programmer. So if that fiscal year 5% gap is gone, they have to apply again next year. What will be the criteria? How did they know that they will be lying in the same 5% category? It could be like they have to apply again and again. I haven't got any response in that issue yet. And my third question, definitely you are related to the foreign, office. So basically, my question would be, what is the relationship between Pakistan and Canada, and if there will be any possibility the same kind of trade, agreement with free trade agreement between Pakistan and Canada as well in the near future. So
Let me start by answering the easiest, which is my forte, which is my Canada-Pakistan relationship. Pakistan is seen as a very important ally for Canada. Right? Canada is out there, and Canada has put Pakistan as a country of focus for its development assistance. Pakistan is a cause of concern for us of the security situation. All right? 2 murders that took place. I just met Minister Bhatti about a month ago when he was here as a visitor. So Pakistan creates a very strong dynamic. We are committed, like other allies, in helping Pakistan to stand on its feet and move forward. But the issue that comes with the Pakistani government itself must we have the capacity and the capability to do that. Signing free trade agreement is not signing free trade agreement. It has to have the regulatory system, all these issues in place before it can be done. At this current given time, there is a call, the Pakistani government is a new government after the military dictatorship for a long period of time. So we are trying to get it, and it's a coalition, it's fragile, the most important aspect at this current time is to ensure that the Pakistanis have the tools and the ability to override the challenges that are taking place. I can tell you that behind the scenes, lot of cooperation. Very shortly soon, we have started to re-engage the military cooperation that used to be in Pakistan. Very soon, and the Pakistan officers will be coming here to Canada for us. So we will do that. But at the end of the day, the issues and the problem in Pakistan need to be solved by the government of Pakistan. If they're not going to do it, if there's no good governance and this thing, you cannot do anything. One of the key problems everywhere you face when we do these things is if there's no good governance, not good government, you find countries eroding its institution. We find the institution in Pakistan very heavily eroding. To be very blunt with you, there was a report that came out with the Education Ministry of Pakistan itself, which gives a very, very bad picture of the state of primary education in Pakistan. The lack of the investment by the government of Pakistan for its own educational system. And so it's creating a serious problem, right? So we would, it's only up to a certain level where Canada with its allies is doing, and we're doing everything possible. I constantly meet with the Pakistanis to follow the challenge. Now, in coming to the immigration and all these questions, whatever concerns you have, please feel free to write to my colleague Jason Kenny. He will answer those questions since it's not my portfolio. Sorry, I'm not dodging the question. I'm not dodging. All I can say generally what Jason told me, we have, what I said before, we have increased immigration because we find immigration is a positive thing for Canada. Okay? Let me repeat again. Immigration is a positive thing for Canada. That is why that is important policy. At the same time, immigration must be beneficial to our country as well. Okay? And that is the most important thing. Take this two approach, and that's how we go through immigration. For further details, you will contact my buddy Jason Kelly. And last question, there was somebody else.
First of all, welcome all here, next election member parliaments, Mr. Deepak Aroy, Sagal Patti, and Mr. Kashmir, all members come here, invite and participate in this meeting. My question is a little bit also concerned with immigration or non-status people. First of all, I tell all immigrant people like before, they think and they automatically attach with the Liberal. They think only Liberal Party do something for us, but that is not a reality. That is not reality. Reality is this: Conservative Party, like immigration fees, landed fees, they reduce. They make it hard. And lots of other stuff they do for immigrant, but unfortunately they don't go in people and something. And now my question is only this: as we request so many times, last 14 years, I'm talking about human rights or refugee peoples. Last 14 years, no government give amnesty or do something for non-status people. Other hand, reality is this: they do hard work, and people need here to factory in farmer work. So if any old people not do hard job like this in farm, in factory, in field. The people work here last 10-15 years. Everybody need to him. But our government, not present government, previous, they don't consult this thing in deeply.
Please take the consent.
Yeah, this is also, so I just request, if they listen my views and they sincere about this, please do something like people here work last 10-15 years and they don't have a paper, and lots of people think if they accept our job loss, no way, because their job is already very low, and so I think so, and they consult.
I'm not gonna go into a deeper issue. I will tell you exactly what is my government's view. You know, this government, this country works on a rule of law. We work on a process. If you don't follow the rule of law, then there would be trouble. Now, we have the rule of law in talking about people coming. If you need people, we have agreements with Mexico and everybody else to bring in foreign workers to come and work. But they come under a system, a rule of law. When people do not follow the rule of law, and if governments start breaking their own rule of law, then what is the point of making a law if we are going to break the law? That is big for us. And those refugees who are coming over here, when they come here as refugees, there are rules that say who is a refugee and who is not. Simple as that. That was passed by the Parliament of Canada. End of story. If they qualify to be a refugee, they are given the refugee status. If they are not qualified to be a refugee, then they are not given. That is the rule of this country. We will follow the rule that is made by the Parliament. Thank you. Oh, now, I want to say this in closing, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very much, first and foremost. I thoroughly enjoyed the discussion. You see, this is what is the most important thing. Talking, listening, and discussing. Okay? I say you what we are doing, you tell us what is the problem. As Rakesh said, he's having difficulties meeting with the trade people and everything, and issues like that. Important for me to listen to you, important for you to tell us, and here are your new upcoming politicians who will be listening to all this thing. So I want to take this over. This is the first of many meetings that we're going to do. I will attempt to have my colleagues come here on a regular basis so you can engage with them. All right? I'm sure we will try to get Jason Kenny to come here, sir. You will be more than welcome. If you want to write to him, he'll be here. You can talk to him for those questions you asked. Right? It was my first great evening here. Montreal, thoroughly enjoyed it. I want to thank each and every one of you for doing it, but most importantly, I want to thank the organizers for fantastic, for organizing this, and for everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'll request Amaro and C2